Fáilte Ash go how to Gael. We have teamed up with Fáilte Ireland to help you keep discovering everything our gorgeous island has to offer.
And uisce bhfuil on saoire buailteling, there's no better time to get planning your short break. Téigid, discover Ireland.ie for ideas that'll get you and your friends planning your next big adventure. Tá maireála tá seachan tú spragal a dul a taistil.
Oh, as Doireann would say herself. Now, Mátar they go on Slí Atlantic Ion Ádach Léoch. How about a visit to the Achill experience in Chunte Bhuio? Part aquarium, gals, part history hub if you don't mind. Or you can head to Cearnog Veva i Sligach for myths and watching the world go by.
Or if it's a trip east that is on your list, then Neacha Fecal in Ireland's ancient east. Wander through the Marina Market in Cork City, grab a bite, support local makers. Numas Tiberdoran on Cairn Screep Tagot. Why not walk the ancient path of St. Declan's Way?
Sin trust bóthar eile tá mí dul siúil slí naobh Declan a chalíní ná darúdaí go bhfuil Cuislán Valithláine a gunta na mí ann chomá ceanna where history meets pop culture. It is also the location for the Traitors Ireland.
Whoa.
Fun little fact. Now you can make your way up the Sea Loud Trail for scenic food stops all along the coast.
Yum, yum, yum. Decalicious. Now, Colleen, not grave our dross, good all to kilt and hair and good even gals, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really was.
Bob.
On Quid this Farlum was, you know, just on quality time when Turk and Kayla and Moher Kayla.
Oh my god.
Like butter wouldn't melt.
I know. Speaking of butter, on Rud this Farlum say Yennemer not on wrong bacala. I haven't stopped making soda bread since. It's a real problem.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I sampled it. It's good. You're getting good now, girl.
Yeah, the cocktail.
Well, Joanne and Rud Abansa Lumsa, I have to say, was discovering a new skill that I am actually a very proficient zipliner.
Well, you are, because the froze and new come they come
Go
on.
on.
1, 2 zip of you.
Love
Oh.
it. Absolutely. So what are you waiting for? Plan your short break at discoverireland.ie and keep discovering the stories, surprises and soul of Ireland.
Sinead go dtíreach Shiva agus they're in Quinniger of eachtraíocht in hÉireann.
Whoa.
Oh!
Díomh Folklore Verashkili, how to Gael, Lumsa there.
Lumsa Shiva.
Agus lumps Louise.
Well, by God Almighty, Colleen, Tommy, Sheenta Sheer Reach and so Fenrian.
I'm very shocked that the Céile going on. I'm sure he's fed Dascalore of faoin air.
Oh my God,
that's
sure we don't know
galling.
ourselves.
Now I will go so far as to say it isn't really get the arms and legs out whether the girls made me take my top off so I match them.
At gunpoint. No, honestly, it is. Tá sé te rohin.
Agree.
Well,
It's
actually,
like 17 degrees.
I know Agus is sun trap cart. I shot though actually on green really.
Bhí fucking coat the boss here, he could no mid him. You had to tell her to take it off. She looked ridiculous, and we're talking here in our fucking string tops.
But you know what? I'm
Absolutely.
a cold creature, like.
Yeah,
I
your
am.
peak moaniness now no come out because she hung over.
Oh my God! Shots fired. We're what 35 seconds into the podcast.
Yeah, but you're hungover, fresh.
Oh, I know, but like I'm kind of more of a trooper about it. I'd be a martyr that kind of way, you know.
Yeah, thank God, and humble as well to boot. Fuck's sake.
Louise did a full day's work.
Yeah,
like.
exactly. I literally.
Sorry,
am.
and what was I doing? Scratching my arse.
You said that you did a photo shoot and ate a chicken sandwich, like. I would say I did more.
Sorry, but I'll
It's
tell
competition.
you, why did I have to go home to get the chicken sandwich? Because I had to collect your fucking kit.
Oh man, van.
So
Aren't you great?
there you go.
Okay,
Tell me
you
what.
freedom with Cicade.
Anyway, listen,
No,
we know
but
each other
Grilla.
really.
No, we
Gals,
absolutely do.
Can I do ask your opinion though? Right, I will say I love being less moist the origin, but I'm trying to figure out which of the Spakey you're going to work best on
I
me.
know, yeah.
These Ray-Bans
Yeah,
that I love a
the
lot.
handlebars.
Yeah, cute.
They're giving
I
me
thought
South
you
of
hated
France.
them.
They grew on me.
Okay.
Handlebars, they're kind of, you know, they're solid, and do you know what I like about them as a lenswear? They're polarized, so Toshi'd like gama
Okay.
for the owl, the seeing. Now these are a pair of
seeing. Oh, that's
Shivas
good.
that I really think
She
are
loves them.
sexy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
bra
they
lumps
look
to eat.
really cool on Shiva, but not on you. Like, no, it's just
Well,
the
it's,
colouring.
it's the outfit. And Queen had caught to eat in Boston, and the outfit was outfitting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
yeah.
think that's an outfit carrot, absolutely.
Do you know what's absolutely hilarious? Like there isn't a peck of like shade in them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just
No.
wearing nerd glasses.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
They don't do anything in terms of like UVA protection
No.
or anything, but they look good. So
August and Shin, we have these glass moments, kind of Celine dupe. Wore them to a wedding. I don't
it's
know.
Malamede.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kermit vibes.
Yeah. Agus caught
So-
the bonnet in their shock.
Yeah.
This is the bonnet that you had a controversial dress for.
Yeah, well, actually, the controversial dress that I bought, ní raibh sé runach ach on irid for a first reading, bhí mbeadh on Céad Léocht, and I was like, this is a really kind of, you know those dresses that are see-through, but like you've a nicks on?
Yeah.
So you kind of, yeah?
You knew that this was happening. We
I
had
know.
this conversation before you left, and we said, "Don't wear the knickers up to do the first."
Oh yeah, no, we
Yeah.
miss our son in knickers.
Yeah.
Well, if you miss it in the chinna, if you miss
Well-
no.
Well,
she'd-
Achhuirmar is shape
Cat,
pale.
well,
It's a
loads of
shape of a
Yeah,
bonnet
no,
shop.
bhí sé cosúil an gúna, bhí sé cosúil rud éigent now that you'd have at a beach party in Ibiza or something, do you know?
Okay.
Like
how,
it was
how
really...
thin was the like?
Material.
Was it a thong?
Oh, no, it was like a Brazilian bottom. There was a fine...
Okay.
There was a good
Oh.
arse covering in it, but it was more so like the material over it was very like AIDS from Agus ní raibh sé really arúnach.
You were
So
you
anyway.
would have been raw dogging the wedding.
Would have been
to
raw
ours,
dogging.
oh my God.
And like God forbid, yeah.
Arse out.
Yeah, what is
We've
it?
taken
Lord
the nips
hear us.
out to a new level now, Liana.
Yeah, but anyway, Comic Ella, and do you know what then the problem I had? Actually a gorgeous place. Jaguar Blue rental Limnach must rather go Doireann with that. But anyway, wasn't the back of it so low that the my own knickers were coming up, riding up, do you know, so I had to get a safety pin and pin my knickers to the dress.
Could I make reel or Instagram about a new pair of knickers called Stringies? They were on like that Shark Tank thing in America, you know, which is like their Dragon's Den. And they're basically like a strip of like nude material against like faoi the fanny.
Faoi the gusset.
The gusset. And then like
Yeah.
see-through plastic straps that go around your hips, right?
Oh.
And apparently they mold to your body and they are there's no visible
Invisible.
panty line. Yeah. And I need
Sinner.
Rilling Suda Shin.
Sinner.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to invest and I'll
Yeah.
report
Wow.
back. So not caught Argader who until I've
Gafo.
Okay.
my report.
Are you going to business expense that to how to go?
Absolutely. What do
Will
you think I'm saying it here now?
Yeah,
so I
we'll get
can.
me a
What
pair
is it
so
called?
too.
Spinnies.
Stringies. Yeah.
If you met Farah a real and some Danny grabbed the egg and a try on or Pyrus skims like shapewear and top pals so gusset chun the bhfuin of Marvan.
She tastáil nach milk.
Yeah.
Lads, I just know.
But
know,
you might get an out chill. What would you do?
I
You'd
don't
be
know, like,
really
do you
hanging
want
out.
the fucking flaps hanging out all night? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose, especially if it's any bit tight and there, you know, there's a pressure and then suddenly they're
Oh my
swollen
God.
Oh my
out.
And also
God.
you could leak.
Ashtach,
You could
I
totally leak
imagine.
as well. Yeah. I don't know.
No.
I'm being targeted though, like gach dara ad, some TikTok on a couldn't length show. It's gach dara ad is, oh my God, I can't believe this push-up bra, and it's a push-up bra of Skims. I thought,
Oh, no.
and I honestly almost bought it, and then I was like, no, I'm literally
Usually
getting got.
sale more Ledani actually.
No, see, we're getting got. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not buying a
getting
push-up bra. Like people are
Yeah.
like, oh, they're like push-up bras are so back. No, they aren't. We don't like push-up bras. We like wearing barely there bras. Your boobs out and your nipples.
Absolutely, but there you go now.
Do you know what? I have a nice bra.
Like, showing
Charter
at work.
Fadagut.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
myself.
I was trying to think about it, being like, am I going to play devil's advocate here? But no.
For the Kardashians, come on.
No, but for the girls who do like to push it up, you know, which I was one. Idir na blianta gávílas Haindéag to no gávílas a dag a beidir gávílas a cuigdag.
Cute. Everyone flying to your Instagram is scrolling back to
Scrolling.
God.
Yeah,
the
it's
same
pretty
time
Did you
to
wear
see.
Guys, I had
Live.
nothing to push up, so there's nothing there.
No,
Alright,
but
I
our Queen
definitely
Live
would've
bras that were in pennies and it was like maximise your assets.
Yeah.
I remember in Nervia Savannah school, right, going to the discos, there were girls who double bra. They
Yeah.
doubly
Oh.
maximise your assets.
Did you have a pair
Fuck
of chicken
off.
fillets?
Yeah.
No, actually,
Oh my
no.
God.
I
I
had
actually
a pair of
did.
chicken fillets. Yeah.
Well, I tell you a story about a pair of chicken fillets I had
Go
before.
on.
At a college ball, right, I got absolutely hammered, right, and I thought it was gas to take the chicken fillets out and throw them across the like
Louise.
dance floor people. I know, isn't that
No.
like scandalous? Anyway, come let's to anyone infected. Never got them back. They were those big, like they were fucking
The
massive.
jelly
Yeah,
ones.
jelly.
Yeah.
How outrageous!
Yeah.
As if
God,
I
there
needed
you
them.
go.
There
That's
you go
brought me
now.
back.
But again, it's a trend, you know. Women's bodies are trends. It used to be a trend to have your tits up to your chin, and now it's kind of like you need to let them fly
Flatter
loose around
and-
around the normal level.
Yeah.
like leave the nip, kind of the t-shirt with the nip coming through.
Yeah,
Well,
they're in
yeah.
special.
The Doireann
They're-
special.
Guys, not just confined to me, the 2 year big fans come you know,
Yeah.
and well you wear it.
You can actually get. Oh yeah.
Go on.
No.
Would you ever get your nipple pierced?
I did.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Did you?
On my 6-year holiday.
Do you
Oh my
like the
God,
look
that
of
is
a
so
nipple
retro
piercing
shooting
under a
your-
t-shirt?
I know. When my mocha hates like shavy.
Like, what was it like?
It was painful,
Oh yeah.
but like we made old, so it wasn't as painful as it should have been.
Okay.
And I thought I was deadly. And then like the healing process is not pretty, and I was
Okay.
like, this is not nice.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
tits are meant to be kind of sexy, not
Yeah.
like using a cotton
Yeah.
wool thing on them. Cocky.
Oh God. Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
But this needs to be a strap permanent now. Tá Shiva can ruddy your reels so that you don't have to. Okay, nipple piercings, barely there knickers, and took me to a couple of that in Tachtan Schilling. Very
Yeah.
excited for
Okay,
this.
okay, can't wait.
The trier.
guinea pig, the sexy guinea
yeah.
pig.
Do you know, can I just can I just intervene here to say something? She's trying them out, right, and looking great in all of them. I come with one pair of rotten sandals last week, and you're like,
Yuck.
yuck, na shock to that, like you lousy bitches.
I know. I loved them.
Oh,
You know
that's
I
true.
loved
You
them.
did. Okay, girls, I've got a bit of Asholas here from our H story.
Okay.
This is on ep from Antachkata was how to make an Irish salad.
Yeah, it was delicious.
And Emily said, misophonia is scared of them. Misophonia is when you hate the sound of listening to people eat, and I'd say avoid last week's episode if you're one of those.
Ní actually rogue on it. Actually, date me sheer lesh.
Yeah.
Like there was only a few chomps on crisps from Doireann.
Yeah, I was just going to say me clomping away. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like microphone right up beside me.
But listen, no regrets. Lauren then says, oh no, sorry, is that for you, Doireann?
Sorry, that's for me.
Oh, go on,
Are
away,
you
lad.
stealing my line?
Go on.
No. Maggot. So, dear Laurenling, I'm listening to this and I'm absolutely starving, says she. I'm so jealous. Also miss a good Irish salad. Shiva, you're doing your thing with your little cursor now again?
Am I sorry?
You're negative. Italian food is the best, but you can't beat a good Irish salad.
Yeah.
And you know what, Lauren? We agree, but also Tatu Sanadal, so fucking enjoy that now. You're in the home of the best cuisine in all the world.
Yeah.
I just can't believe she's surrounded by like best pizza, pasta, gelato in the world, and she's missing a few ham rolls.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a lot to be said for
There's
a
a lot to
sliced
be said.
ham
So.
and a slathering of Kerrygold.
On Ep Remission altogether was how to have a bikini body, and oh my goodness, lads, did you see Matt Cooper? Our scale to how to go in a shaft today called sliders sniffing.
Was that voluntary?
Not voluntary, no. It's all about Jane of Rodhagan. That's like mayhem for her, right? So he actually came into my show dressed as Ken and serenaded me.
No, you've a little fly on your cheek.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Is he taking up residence?
That's okay. It's a shame
Shall
ahead
I
of
start
it.
charging
Just
him
show
rent?
this is an occupational hazard, Agus, when a toffee squirting.
Yeah. Oh, that's really alright. Yeah, so Matt Cooper got the toes out for How to Gael Insta story. Actually, Colin Day around tomorrow highlights, so you can go back and have a look at it.
Everyone wants to
And
see Matt Cooper's toes.
also, actually, because
No.
we put a video Insta Ladani, and I was saying how if you've dirty toenails, don't put them out, like keep them covered. And I said that there was a person in an office wearing a pair of sliders, and everyone in Today FM were so paranoid.
They're
So
on
Shauna
high alert,
O'Reilly-
so we'll-
yeah, she actually came up, she commented on her Instagram, shout out Shauna, and she was like, Louise, I'm so paranoid about my toes. If it's me, I apologise. I was like, no, like Shauna's so lovely, and she's like got a young kid at home, and she's like, Jesus, I'd be fucking. And also she produces the Ian Dempsey show, so you know, she starts really early in the morning. So she's like, were they my toes? No.
Oh my goodness. So we're going to fist through that.
Yeah, though. Everyone wants to know who's the toe culprit.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
But I'll never tell.
They'll be
I'll never toe and tell.
now, seeing what they wear around you, so scared they're going to get a shout out or how to
Listen, get the toes out around me, just make sure they're gone.
You get a pair of Louise's clippity clogs.
Yes.
And you'll never have to worry about your toes again. And you can also have the benefit of wearing sandals.
Now.
Wow.
Okay, Kirsty, Patreon. So if you're signing up to our Patreon, which we recommend that you do, we would actually recommend that you do it directly through the Patreon website, because if you do it through Apple, they actually take a cut of it. So let's not do that. Yeah, boo,
Bastards.
Apple.
Boo.
Bastards.
Yeah. The RDO is 13 mil. So on Patreon, just on a Squilship Solaire, we have 2 tiers on Patreon. We have the basic tier, which is €1 Quaga, 250 Misa, and this is kind of like a tip jar for us. You get added to our close friends, and you're part of the How to Gael community and on our mailing list. And then we have our €7 tier, which gives you access to our bonus episode every Thursday. It gives you access to early tickets. It gives you access to Cádi agus the Exuda Mathama Dianav, and also our close friends. Agus few Munawil to Agiri Sheenthus Misul Agloka Fui Lawher. You can just buy standalone episodes. We did a really good one recently about our cursing Aaron Pudcrayla and the reaction we got. So you can just go over to our Patreon and just buy that one on its own. Moss Mean Live.
There you go now. You're
Fuck
selling
it,
hard for
I call it.
Shiva.
There you go.
I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
So would I. Now, also, lads, we're full video, our Spotify, Manuel Thulin,
Agus
full
our
video.
YouTube.
Agus our YouTube, Agus na Chanel, wherever you get your podcasts. Join us there in full video. Actually, comment as well. We're mad for the owl comments on Spotify. Please, if you're listening right now immediately, right, or watching, comment which pair of shades you prefer best, right? So I have 3 currently on my face. You can a pair of Hain, though no, it's 3. I genuinely do want to know. I want to be the cool girl that can get away with wearing these ones. You can only see this if you're in full video. So comment blue for these, Gurrum. Comment gloss for these. And comment Ray-Ban if you prefer these. Gurmy Magriv.
Oh, no.
Is that too self-indulgent?
No, I love it.
No.
Louise getting fashion advice. Oh, look how to Gael.
Yeah.
Look, we value their opinions. So
Do you know my mother actually is one of these people who wears... Does anyone else have a mother
my
who wears
God.
reading glasses
Yes,
and
and
then
then the
sunglasses
sunglasses over
The
it.
double. She double
I
double
actually
up
do that myself. We're into...
stop it.
Yeah.
But do you wear reading glasses?
when she's in the Man
My
from the
big
Marriage
you,
Zone.
you know my big blue reading glasses? I
Or
wear them all the
Stanley
time.
Tucci's.
Yeah, anytime I go to like a cinema or a match or anything, I need to, or when I'm working on my computer, usually I don't. Yeah,
Anytime I go to the cinema or a match.
yeah. Have you tried to go to watch the fucking hurling without a pair of glasses? It's incredibly
The
difficult.
duality of doing the
Oh, there you go. I could be studying archive materials and hurlers' arses just as diligently, you know.
Good woman.
Now,
So comment anyway.
Yeah, Leverdell.
now. On we go. Colini, téimid na seachtaine seo is how to be a mermaid.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Splish,
know.
splash.
So there goes.
No?
Oh,
No, go for it, girl.
Reference. We'll get to it.
I was waiting for you to continue on.
Yeah.
I want to be.
Where the people
Wahoo!
are.
Oh, what's it?
I wanna.
Yeah, we might leave the
Something
singing Dini
with
stage.
the
I'll sing you
people
out. I'll sing you out.
down
Ravel.
Fair play to you.
Go on
Fair play
there.
to you. So how?
Walking around in those.
We're not finished yet.
What do you
actually.
call them?
Apparently.
Oh,
Feet.
Matt Cooper.
Up where they run. Is that right?
No.
So for the benefit of the A story, I'm going to move on. So jobbing na seachtaine is obviously how to be a mermaid, and there's a seo sprágtha.
Obviously.
Obviously. There's a seo sprágtha ó an tachtain gur chaithmé Ilan an bhór as chosta dúinn. And was I banging on about this an tachtain Chicago?
Ní faoin mermaids. Just Louise
Just
too.
start me, yeah,
Just start to go for tan das.
Agus
Yeah.
grafting the sea swimming era.
Yeah, and go raibh me, yeah, and honestly, just when me anna holtas, do you know Rudger and me nor honig me nus on Ilan vi machraken deadly vi me just in physical really good shape, and now Trish Delar or Asher and Vor here, I'm back to the dregs of it now again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you still look great.
No. Keep me sweet. But anyway, so bhfuil me le Colleen Oak, Aaron Ilan, Fiona O'Donnell, Agus, bhí me really tóca lei because níor siach séideag, and tá she really sáte a gúrsaí mhara, tá she ábalta an aimsir léamh, tá she cáilethe in cáilíochtaí agsúla gur kayakálagus, you know, tagan sió obviously muintir in the lawn, tá she their fad an the clachtathe bheithe dul amach íoscrucht agus agan sió so slucht fada íoscruchta in the lawn, agus bhí me caint lei nar bhí me stig sa scáil, and bhí me just really impressed le banó go tá séideag tá ábalta an fucking aimsir huair. Tá ábalta like rialacha an airige hiiscint. That's fucking deadly, isn't it?
Aine tá sé mí dag díis atá le taihí saoil acu.
Yeah.
Mar mis
Yeah.
sé mí dag díis níor ein taihí saoil acu.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
And just like compare the rohan on a tain that you're not fucking sitting at home scrolling on TikTok and learn fada. Go to actually go sim go to rod. Agus beidir nach like rod really like Camonta, but like go to monino on a tain rohan to be like, no, I'm doing my own thing. Like fuck that.
Yes.
I think that's the coolest thing.
It's so
you know?
pure though, when like she's obviously hÉireann forever. Did she like, you know?
Yeah.
Kush Farga.
Kusha,
So
yeah.
it's in you, isn't it? It's amazing.
Totally.
It's like farmers. If you grow up in a farm or something,
Yeah.
you kind of
Just
just have that understanding because you're around it, you're surrounded by it, you're listening to it in time of fun.
Yeah. No, she really deadly, and like if Anna Olis, okay. So I was so impressed with her that I was like, John, I'd love to collect some of these stories off you and share it with the girls. And some of her friends listened to How to Go, so I was like, oh, like I'd love to do a little segment. I know.
Hello.
So anyway, I did a little sit down interview with her, and I'm going to play it for you. I've just edited down one of the stories, of which there are many, that she gave me. So this is Fiona. What was in scale me in their own tea? Because isn't there Ronan-ish? Yeah. In
Bhí me caiith go Jamart just couple land.
Really?
Agus mé anna chusa caiacha.
Okay.
Agus riithní me Jamart ag thu me hána anna tá na inis free.
Yeah.
Bhí me hátar inis free so me hána anna so like agus a ration charge.
Deadly.
Agus-
Jeez, that's lauder.
Bhí me thursa.
Yeah.
Agus hanna na romtí seo agus bhí si borthe agus himas nuas an céhí an fis agus himas gro den tuach fáblas ar cuiinú na
Are you serious?
Bhí si borthe le cuiinú na rinseach as just honey should clean his body from an or something as in sin dirk mis sin fi should made Ron TV and Carrick show.
Are you serious?
Agus fi should like lamer stags at land should much and ball like grass the wella.
Cad really sin borí. Cad fiúrá?
Bor can fuck
Yeah, but yeah, fiúrá meall in their own.
oh borhe
Borhi. Cad
Kinda-
sin?
scrada.
Oh, ba.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Borhi.
Ní bheith an focus in agreeing neacha. Yeah, no, níor chul Mary of Hannah. But not full scale meall in their own gur muintir cníala, isn't it? That they when scale got.
Tasa got a match the Carrick na Calamara.
No.
Mermaid's Rock.
Okay.
Which Tasa got in Carrick and we just kind of flash Jason Chin.
Yeah.
Like this flash.
Tá sé corum, I suppose. Yeah.
And Carrick and we into Coffin. Can you go kind of labby?
Okay.
Because you Kermage Copadini Kermage Carrick and the Calamara.
Okay.
Copadini Kermage Carrick the like labby in the Carrick
Yeah.
So mentioned Coney then Mama has met her there na bhí man isáige an ná go an acu na carige cos you're in the calamara sibh agus
Wow. Wow.
so ana bhí mar nach na carige like even sa niche na even sa le there's like oh na calamara go da agus si gomas tarrant just go tin fun an aige
Agus cad é calamara?
calamara mermaid
Mermaid. Okay,
Yeah.
so bheith maighdean mara gomsa, but calamara leanta sa air.
yeah she kind of witch of the sea
Yeah, oh, cailech.
Yeah.
Cailech mara,
Yeah.
of course. Okay. So, but siad na roin na
Yeah.
cailech mara, na cha.
yeah ag níor so gonna sin na bhí mar isáige
Okay.
agus de scéal má ar fast na bhí sin isáige bhí sin mé hart in na banna hart na an teastáil bhí sé géiscricht mé sin agus bhí gcónaí scéal na bhaile siad an ban seo borthaí gana scradal chéimú na rinseach agus bhí sé go éiste go mhaighdean
Oh, mhaighdean.
bhí siad scradal agus just borthaí chéimú bhí sé go a ban na chéine agus bhí sé ginstúidir se na duine bhí sé éiscricht le bhí si sean fer agus bhí sé caiimiid gá leis an áitse le bhí aglair cos bhí sé inta dar snéige agus bhín ban seo borthaí tú sé gaá bhasnar an seach
Jesus Christ.
agus sa Jerrydá bhí sé rontaí ar na carga
Ah, well, there you go. And the shapeshifter. Shouldn't it be on dirt
Yeah.
shifter? Gyfeitach na cáilecha shapeshifting agus iad in na gúirithe nó in na roanta. So, yeah.
so leis tá sé ronta leis
Ah, wow. Okay. I mean, she'd riamh nar vín tú mas a bharige nó, I mean, she'd riamh, you know, garibh or in it.
Ní ben si gar nuor si réal garí lumsa ach na bin na tríf mí le na mí caiacha agus sin si sios an acha le in caiach agus siad inta gasta faoin agus a higadí le zoomel frí sin caiach agus poppin siad na claganna sios agus ran siad borthaín sins fága siad an sins siad inta dress na go mansa
Ein som meall na mermaid na queen of the royal meall na mála.
Oh, na sparan.
Yeah, na sparan.
Na muid cuairú an sa lefanis like na rid a bhí an try ar na muid ar siúla an try na madu trífa muid na ethe seo ó na seaarcanna agus pocaid sios agus na bhí na sáige bhí cennig medal agus hispin siadú agus tá kinda string seo ar bar agus fi kinda ceircail so her mar sé ar ma lá cos den ma dad gur se sparan na calamara agus heimma gur sin ionta cool mé háirta ma lá agus bhí póca beg in se hennig an seacha má so das go mé get is a couple fina sean ri me just sin sipa
oh my god
one me ma euro agus chun for me squashies na
oh cute
achtarráte ná go
So hosig sé ginn sin scéalt do meallar buún tí farige ex mar sin iníag sin. Nafuil sin anna himúil an nó sin don úmpú caiint furim a bhí ag na maná. Agus gur chalí nó caiilecha mara a bhí a có in nún ngáil seachas maighdean mara.
Yeah. So, but Kyluk, like a severely, I know we're kind of focal jeweltuk a Kyluk. Akana, ní has a gailge really.
No, ní ha, no. Well, it's fé.
Yeah,
tá díomhrach. Like, dheartha meallar, oh, seanna cáileach a bheith sin. I don't know why I put a Connemara accent, but it's a real Connemara thing. Seanna cáileach. Yeah, there you go. But it's rud sin rud, yeah, tá galore brianna agsúla leis an focal in gailge.
But it's layer knockwill, like they obviously don't have negative connotations because they don't find them threatening. They don't find them, you know, like they're just.
Yeah.
Well, no, she was saying there that to be careful to go out onto the rock because the mermaids would drag you down under. I know. So that's like the whole function of something like this is because, you know, it's the folk memory and folk learning. So obviously, you know, there'd be myths associated with certain places that were dangerous at the sea. You know, and that Rowan that they would take the form of these, you know, beautiful women. And a lower scale to mbeadh, where it was like Mana the Sábháilach fear ban own Arige. And but she would never ever be contented, you know, to walk land. She'd always be fehev led dul her nasistach sa Arige, and ultimately she always returned. But Anna Casulesh, like then Bader in Áitne vi níos kind of Gutamach on Varigate, like dul seach leis an slua sí, you know, it's just different ways of metaphors of explaining away women's issues, you know. But Simon, na fuilte.
Yeah, really
done.
civil.
I know.
Ar actually wants gone on around the Mary of it's a little cartoon.
Yeah, for the selfies.
Yeah,
Should
for
be
the
nice.
selfies. Like
Yeah.
I suppose Shinna
And again, it's shape shifting kind of role.
Shinna
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the shapeshifters. So yeah, the bhína maná ábalta na cáilecha ábalta ahrú isteach na girithe nó in the rowan. Anna Himil, isn't it?
There's an amazing folklore story about the Cantillon family in
go on.
Ballyhaig. So the Cantillons came as Normans to Ballyhaig, right? And they settled in a little Norman castle there. And there used to be, it actually, would you believe, the folklore story is Flurry Cantillon's funeral is the name of it. So I call you like, so that Doireann Agus ALAF, right?
Okay.
But anyway, I'll give you the gist of it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Flurry Cantillon as well, by the way, is my grandfather's name. So it's been a Cantillon name in our family, Le Blianta, right? So this is a scale about a place called Tample faoin, okay? And Tample faoin was like a little church under the ocean in Ballyhaig, right?
Yeah.
And it's where the water breaks. Agus few Salada no Venice Federlat, you can see the Tuntag Brisha, right?
Yeah.
Randomly over all of these rocks. And it was said that that's where the Cantillon people would be buried, okay? So they had, when they come as Normans, they'd made a deal with the people who lived under the sea that they would bury the Cantillon dead in Tample faoin in this church under the sea. So if a Cantillon person was to die, they would be brought out in the dark of night, left on the beach, and let the Selkies, or I suppose the people from the water, come in and take the coffin, take the body into the ocean and bring it down to the graveyard under the sea. So this happened le blianta until a mother lost her son, and she couldn't leave the coffin on the beach on its own for in the dark of night. She didn't want to leave her son, so she stayed with him, and then the Mare people, or the people under the sea, see her, and that forever cursed and broke the arrangement. So they stopped bringing the Cantillon dead under the sea, and they just had to have normal burials after that. But Fós tá on like tá na, I suppose, Carriga and it's a very, and I believe, like, you know, gur chail mé maighdean in back in October, and he was the last Flurry Cantillon, and there was kind of dríocht surrounding when he died. But we went down to the beach on the night of his funeral, me and my sisters, and we actually just dipped our feet into the water, and I don't know, it was kind of this spiritual thing.
Big time.
Tá ceangailt mór le daoine, I suppose, that were reared and lived Coshfarige and have history le blianta, you know.
Yeah, sure, they're married to the sea.
They're married to the sea, yeah.
Or the sea is their mistress. But and it didn't say keel, because like on chailech vre éire, agus she chailech, you know, is I sinna chum on airgus, I sinna chum on talamh, I sinna chum na sléite. So like, you know, that you kind of are fechender, like as a divine feminine energy, you know, you have to kind of personify that, especially when you're working on the sea, because like you have to understand the hazards, and you know there has to be safety, and there's skills that you learn, and you know ways to survive. So you have to personify those threats. So it would make sense, and it's really interesting that it would be a feminine kind of divine energy that would either guide you or also pull you under, you know.
Spatial gur is na scéalta éireannacha gur ban on Farraga, nu na rudí san airge, whereas if you look at kind of like the Roman or the Greeks, they had like Poseidon and these kind of lords of the sea.
Yes.
So wasn't there, was it a Roman king or something that went to war with the sea, and they brought an army down to the sea to fight.
Fucking hell, you're right. Yeah,
fucking men.
Yeah,
men.
Classic.
Jesus.
They go to war with anything.
God, and that was a real superstition as well, wasn't it? That like fishermen, if they wouldn't let a red-haired woman onto their boat, or if a red-haired woman passed them on a morning that they were to go out, that it was a bad omen for.
Jeepers.
Yeah, that was a real thing. So now,
Oh,
thanks
that's
be to
why-
God, we didn't take your advice into
I
our
know,
hair,
don't
Rua.
go
on
Rua.
Taps and Shakasha.
But on Irish sin an Queen National, if we were Lauertana, if we kind of like the Brehan laws and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
agus for though in Aaron, Garev kind of corporate inchkin and East Far
Oh,
out
yeah.
in Aaron.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why we like, you know, that I don't think that we would have been afraid to attribute negative or powerful stories with females and women.
In the earliest accounts we have of Ireland, like she's always been, do you know the way some countries are the fatherland and she's a motherland, and we always refer to her as the feminine, but also because she was fucking raped, ravaged, and you know abused pillaged by so many different forces. So like that doesn't really happen to a man. It you know, as such, it's a very feminine energy that keeps being abused like that. So I don't know. That is a question. Maybe she's fluid. I don't know.
So do you believe in mermaids anyway after that?
Yeah, I said that to you before when I I'm not going to go into it too much, but like, you know, that I was in and like I talking to the sea, and I had like just a load of weird shit that like, yeah, no, big time. And that like that energy, I can felt the energy of it. And when I was on Ironmore Island, I was looking out where I was staying in Affert, looking out into Mhara Beach, where like, you know, my parents came up when I was having such a good time. They came up and we went for a swim out in Affert. We were looking out at the like cliff edge where my father's people weathered the famine. Like we can go back hundreds and hundreds of years, and like my dad was like, God, like, you know, your people survived the famine, looking out over at this beach, and you're in here now swimming. And like I could really feel the energy of that. There was something mad on that. And then big time. And there was a real kind of connection between Ironmore and Mhara, because that side of the island would go to Mhara to bury their dead. Yeah, and come back. And that, I just think that there's a lot.
The water has that cuch though, doesn't it? It's like lighter. It's such a massive force that you're like, and there's so much unknown as well, I feel, about the ocean. Oh my God, Colleen, have you ever had a seaweed bath?
I actually haven't. Sorry, James Kavanagh is mad for them. Not to give him 2 shout-outs in 2 episodes in a row, but like he's mad for them. So fáin sé mála fan I think like Espa nu céan in a spa services sin, and úsáideann sé iad, and then current sé amach faoin éiread, and for me and sé iad, and then úsáideann sé iad like like beidir caiici sé. He has nightly baths, girls. I get voice notes off him, and it's just little pish plosh, splish splash.
Having a wank in the bath.
Oh my God,
yeah, all the seaweed's nice and slimy.
They like that. And we'll shake him out in Kraken. Cane fog, we'll shake him out. Is it like,
maybe it's an aphrodisiac. Kirkgusher James Kavanagh.
But I would like to say the feeling of it would be a bit slimy, and I wouldn't like it getting in my bits.
Well, the Misha Goni mar fáiste, if I was ever going into the sea, I hated Dhamara de Gurvul famine os machos. You know, I'd be screaming. But now I've matured and I find it refreshing.
Yeah, you're a woman of the world now.
I'm grounded, you know.
She's a Thailand
bare toes in the grass.
Thailand girly.
The all in Sligach Voya. Isn't it? Like you can get the little voya seaweed bath.
Maybe that's the one that James actually has. I don't know.
Because they go around the Wild Atlantic Way Hamas na hot tubs sin, and they fill them with
the Otter Count Helvix Orion aboard Torgan that I really want to go and do a seaweed bath in. Cad is that Ilan Ella atom with is it a Mako Aintrum? It's not
Rattlin.
Rattlin. Then she'd onaquid, Piocan she'd onaquid famine and shin agus Tremeen today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they do a lot right there.
Oh, Samil. But there you go. Tá right, tá nísmo like onaquid, I suppose Scaltons, whatever timp there na maighdean chamara. But tá aran on the Chailú on mhaighdean mhara tá kind of, you know, cangelte le ghailteach tíorchudal and le maighdean bhainig.
But the Connect Hannah.
No, because it's a Johnny Gall song. No, it's a real
tune.
No, that's no. Is that?
Go on. Tour Lena no go.
No, I couldn't.
I'll
sing someone
it.
Who sings Munster songs, it'd be very disrespectful to me for me to sing an Ulster song.
Okay.
But Seamus Ennis yin sé nótacha when he collected this song from Mary Vicky, I think. Oh no, Sheila Vicky and Durcha. This song's about a mermaid called Mary Hina. It concerns a man who went out fishing one day, and when the mermaid came to the stern of the boat, she had a cloak that she was keeping on her on the surface. He stole it from her and she came home with him. He hid the cloak in a stack of oats. They married and had 2 children, Maighdean Vrinnel and Pádraig Bán. One day the daughter saw this beautiful cloak in the stack of oats and told her mother about it. The mother went to the stack, took the cloak and returned to the sea. She was very close to the daughter, and she would come every day and would comb the girl's hair. And this is this song is a conversation that took place between them. You can Google it. She does a really good,
But it's presúnig mar sin.
Oh, totally.
It's fúlam sin.
I know, but how many women were prisoners of circumstance? You know,
absolutely.
Yeah, to show some. Like, I mean, on mbeadh is just a reflection or a mirror to what was going on in society.
Agus another bhí thorlint.
Yeah. So the sé anna himul.
Well, an Théireann agus.
No, Sarano, Ridora, like it's really bad etiquette now. For me,
but where can we find it?
Oh, sorry, on Vitamin. Oh, yeah, it's at the YouTube now. I mean, it's Féile maighdean, so it's a famous.
Yeah, like in Barney go a clutch. I know you can't sing it. Sacrilege.
You know? We have to have some kind of standards here, you know. Who's a fucking legend. Bhí she Sabati band he hain consider for Myra Nicole is Arana on a Hollywood iad, and then Moya Brennan
Sin go háling.
there.
Yeah, that's cute.
Now she caiigh said the Little Mermaid a canna.
Yeah, go on, give us
No,
your little
I'll
rendition.
sing you out, Sig and Dara.
Okay, sing us out again. Okay, well, tá bhí scéal an elegum bhaíoch ón lascaid mór.
Oh yeah, go on.
So tan I'm sure bhí fear a gcónaí a chlóthir I dig beag cuis imil na trá lá amháin chu sé síosar a drá agus do chunach sé ban áling ina si ar carrig agus I círe a chud grúige. So that was rud really more in their bheith na maná a círe an grúig agus bheith sé sais dúlach agus bheith sé dul leis an gai. That was really córtha don saoil eileachs an os nádúir. Okay, de bhí drám na maná leis an bhar agus taobh hir dá drám bhí brat áling de siad a búilte le cloch. Déalaigh an fear síos agus do ghilse an brat agus siúd leis a bhaile. De lean an bhana agus dúirt leis tuairdum mo bhrat nó ráid a bhaile. A go ráid a bhaile go leis céal, ach ní thuaireach an fear an bhrat de. Chúis si go tuig an ir agus chuig sesin agus chuir sesin an brat a bhlach agus ní raibh éon dul ar imachtacha dá bhar because ní raibh an bratce. So fós an fearí agus de bharidir go sásta ar feag tamil bhí cethir cluine a chu. Lá bháin bhí an fear gobar sa ghurt. The armorche rodéigen a bhí sa chórthe na raibh an brat fé glasige. Chúis sé bhaile a lurag an brat agus níoríonn sé éon bhfuil. Chéadú deile thug sé féin nar bhréon brat an na néachar agus bhí an ban áling imithe lé. Fóg si cethir leanamh agus dúirt lotha. See you later, guys. I'm gone. And bin bhí si basically an rud céanna bhí si sin fé glas a ríis ag.
Wow.
Yeah, I suppose like material wealth spaider, you know, I don't know. Bhí fiantas into seo ha an leibh tágam sa bhí fiantas into and bhí si kind of faoi chuis and then nar fuair si cad a chusnú, you know, a chuid achfaní hain. She was out the gap.
Love it.
Yeah.
But simúil go bhfuil like an scéal céanna nuail an lascaid mór, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tá urgent rounta come á haar tíb léir an lascaid. Oh my god, tráháin just bín sé lán though.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know.
Yeah, and you know, I saw lascaid mór hánig an faoin mail an na cháúil sin Port na Bucaí, but der siad gur hána sé os na Wales, very go. Agus the glow. And like that's where the music from this really famous air came from, the cries of the whales. So it's mad, like all these fucking mad sounds that were coming from
the ocean.
And like, can you imagine being like in a primitive society, like in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and like hearing all these mad noises? Sure, of course.
Yeah, you'd be like, it must be something magical.
Totally.
A magical mermaid.
Wow.
Well, that's where my mind would absolutely straight away go to.
They're all they're blackbirds. They're beautiful singers, blackbirds.
I know they are.
Honestly, they sound like flutes.
Oh my god,
it's amazing.
Yeah, no, they are. They're gorgeous.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night.
This is giving me like tá sé cua dul si is go curí.
Yeah.
Like bhhalam don amach go hill an blascade agus an tuirsin dhéanamh ó gún queen, Dún queen.
Can't you talk about Highglad and I need to show you that.
Well, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of magic and like mysteriousness, you know, has inspired so many not only oral artists or like composers in past generations, but like the likes of Seamus Heaney and the likes of Nuala Ní Dhomhnaill have all like composed work around the notion of the mermaid. And I think our deadly Léirithóir Esther has also got a couple of links that we're going to put into the show notes that you can learn some more from. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna have a big gawk on them now later on myself as well. I have to apologise because I was very hungover today and I didn't
do her Obervalia.
I didn't do my Obervalia and read the specific links. But Esther, we love you. So Gurmila
Esther.
And there'll be more information to be got in the show notes.
Now there's one question that Esther threw in at the end that I think we're going to discuss. Are mermaids punk?
Fucking fantastic question. Are mermaids punk? What do you think?
I think so. Punks are anti-authoritarian. You know, they rage against the machine.
Yes.
And
Long
I think,
scraggledy hair.
Yeah.
It's salty.
Bit of salt. Yes.
yes,
Salty.
probably often topless.
Wear shell
free the
bras.
nips, free the nips before,
Yeah.
and had like chic little shark egg purses.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that part of
Yeah.
Scale
That's so
Bhí
cute.
sé come Hannah now that the shark,
Yeah.
it's like the shark sack.
Yeah.
It becomes
So
a little mermaid
cute.
purse.
Isn't that so cute? The
Yeah.
idea of that.
Yeah.
I know the innocence of that.
Nature's
Like,
purse.
there you
Oh
go.
my God,
I need to
here's a
get
new
one.
merch idea.
I could see Carrie Bradshaw in a little.
Would love.
Yeah.
On a bad.
Gorge. Well, yup. New yuck. Na seachtainna even
Yup, not yop. I keep getting it
Okay.
wrong. The Broner. It's a yup. It's definitely a yup.
Yup out of it.
Yup with the Dublin
Yup
U.
na
Yeah.
seachtainna has to be Craven Mon and the Moon. Woo!
We're
Who are we
all
up?
excited.
Who are we up for Aaron Zarin?
We're
Oh.
up for Declan Hannon.
Yes, Tommy or son Limney.
Now, during Be My Content, tell the truth.
Yeah,
Say,
I'm support. I told
The
you
big dirty
already.
cork head
This
new.
is how I
Big dirty
support
cork
it.
head
The
new.
big dirty cork
Oh my
head new.
God.
Sorry.
Remember the Gravrannig Dini Earn, okay?
Yeah.
They've never seen us before and they looked at us. What county do you think that they think we're from?
Okay, let me sit
What's
up.
the big dirty heads we have in us?
Okay. Are you looking?
Tell us on Spotify in
Tell
the
us on
comments.
Spotify
Because
and
we
the
can't.
comments.
I thought no, we're going to Gomerna colony, so
Yeah.
we need to know.
Well, we don't want to go back to fucking famine face now again. All right, I'm only just recovered from that slice.
No, I think it's very hard to unsee. She has a big dirty cork head in her, and that's it. She always will. She
Anyway,
always has.
listen, but there's one man I'll be shouting for above any of the rebels, and that's Declan Hannon.
Woo.
So there you go.
Woo,
There
Declan
you
a
go.
boo.
Yeah,
Declan a boo.
Declan a boo.
Declan a boo.
Okay,
Okay.
go on. Are we nearly done?
Yup. Yeah, that was yup.
What
What
was
was our
yup?
yuck?
Yachna Shockna is, oh my God. So Cúmar Gore, bhí crunú brick fasta gun air modern, and Louise got a little granola bowl, the yogurt is Scotford, and
Show
then
and
she
tell.
asked for it to be taken away because she didn't have too much of it. She wasn't that hungry. And do you know what they did? These animals slopped the yogurt into a takeaway box. Don't let them see the label now.
no.
Not
Yeah.
a spot on label. Not a bowl, not a container. Just slopped a load of
Fucked it
yogurt into the bottom of a box.
Have you just been walking around carrying that around since 8 this morning?
Yeah.
I actually like Duff from my
Little
DA
handbag.
occurs the question and she's like no.
Sorry.
So it's
attached.
definitely curdled, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's that's a yuck. Let's make appropriate takeaway containers a thing again. Let the whole.
I dare you to try some right now.
Erin, no, I've no little scooper.
Oh no, as if
you use your little mirror.
use a little.
Look at all the ants.
Ah,
are you serious?
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God, it's like fucking a bug's
yuck.
life in there.
Ah, yuck.
No. Oh, that's it now.
Ah, that's gone.
Oh
Ah,
my
well.
goodness.
I tell you, those ants have never.
Now, if that had been in a proper
Feasting.
container, this wouldn't have
Feasted like
happened.
this. There you
Feasting
go.
away.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God,
Jesus.
yuck.
They- Jesus, they
Sorry,
wasted
I
no
can't believe
time.
They're eating an
Look.
€18 granola pot.
Yeah, a
Fucking-
fucking €18.
I know.
Jesus
with
Christ,
edible
the
flowers
boom is
like a
back.
stockroad.
The boom
They
is
won't
back.
know themselves.
Honestly,
I know
can't.
it's the it's the.
Sorry, imagine if I stuck in my finger there and took
Oh,
and
yuck,
ate an ant.
yuck. Okay,
Oh my
that
God.
is yuck and shocked, and I get the.
Very yuck.
That
Okay.
is an absolute yuck and a shock to know.
Okay,
Glúis na
Here's the
seachtainna.
seachtainna. So we had Cáilecha mhara, obviously maid neacha mhara, búrig neacha sin.
Sin idir
búrig,
sin,
yeah.
Famine.
Yeah, famine.
Carrageen.
Cardigan, yeah. A luhrig is, I think better luhrig must be how I would say búrig.
Okay.
Luhrig is like.
Is that a gléach? Like.
Yeah, like it's kind of a scraddiel.
Okay.
It's up a luhrig or whatever. I've only ever been scolded by using that, so I'm not really sure.
Let's go meal more. Shouldn't go get whale.
Oh yes, yes, maighdean.
Roan, seal.
Yes.
Yeah. Kill
Yeah.
na mara, Bader.
Yeah.
Wasn't there lots of listening
Yeah.
to the sounds of the sea and the.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always the music of the sea, isn't it? The sea is
Yeah.
always go
Agus-
Kiolver.
Yeah, Agus Louis doesn't need to have Aaron Amara on Scanon.
Oh.
It's such a deadly movie.
Go agus fecher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agus an tachtan seo ar Patreon. Dhéon méid darúd an scéal meallar maighdean insint an tachtan scata, but there's a very good chance I will remember this week our Patreon, and I will be probably inappropriately honest with what happened, and it's all to get.
You want to be there.
Patreon.com.
Yes. On Shock and Chicata, we went through our highlights of me Bealtaine. So, na rudí a bhí mar ag léamh, ag githe, ag brathnúir, all of our recommendations, the V Bealtaine. So if you want to head on over to Patreon, that was episode of Shock and Chicata.
Woo! Slán!
Gurmagad Falta Ireland.